Well, good morning, everybody. Out here in the shop. Part finally showed up for the truck. New idle air control valve. I'm going to get that here installed shortly. Got the old Dell out today because wife's home, so she's using the nice computer. On this truck in particular, 92 Ford F150 3.0 or 5.0 302. There is the old idle control valve right here. Basically, you just take this wire connection off. Of course, doing everything one-handed. Kind of sticky. And then it is a 5/16 on a short extension. And then you got one bolt right here, which I've already pre-loosened these before I started the camera. And of course, me and my big hands have a hard time fitting anywhere. Just unscrew that one, take the bolt out, and I put everything up on the bench so I don't lose it, otherwise I will lose it. And then there's one other bolt on the bottom. Now I've already had this off about a week ago, tried and cleaned it up, the inside of it and everything. It did not work. Just comes off just like that. And even though this gasket's pretty much brand new, this came with a brand new gasket. That's what I'm going to use. So, I mean, all in all, it's not that hard to replace. It's just kind of a pain in the butt. Let's see. I was on Mumble last night with everybody. There's 7 or 8 of us in there. Some of you don't even know what Mumble is. I'm going to kind of explain. It's almost like a chat room for the specifically for the YouTube Garage Gang. 265 Chevy set it up. He has not been able to be on much. He's had a hell of a time with things going on in his life. So he's just not been able to be on. He's the administrator. Anybody in the YouTube Garage Gang who wants to check it out, let some of us regulars know. Like, let's see who was on there yesterday. Cheater 40, I was in there. Aerosport. I'm trying to remember everybody else in there last night. Some of them I know by first name, and I can't remember their screen names. So, and we were all talking yesterday, and you know, we want to see more of the YouTube Garage Gang in there. I mean, it's a good place to share information or just sit and BS. A lot of us have become good friends through Mumble because we can just sit there and talk live instead of doing the back and forth videos. And I mean, it can be fun, but you know, sometimes you start talking about politics or something like that, and it can get heated. But you know, that's part of life. You know, I could go inside and start talking about politics with my wife right now and get into an argument. We won't do that right now. But you know, yeah, like I said, it's a great place to share ideas. You know, ask people, you know, to find parts for us, because you know, like Cheater 40, he's up in Canada. You know, they may not have junkyards or the access to some of the parts that we do down here in the States, and vice versa. But otherwise, you know, it can be a great time. Normally it's on Sunday nights. With me going down for surgery, I'm going to be in there more because I just don't have anything else to do. So I might as well get in there and try and share some of my knowledge and my thoughts towards things. Every once in a while you'll see VW Darren in there, Jeff Chance, you know, it's people that pop in and out. But anyways, part showed up around 10 o'clock this morning. It's I can't see that there. Let's see if I can see what time it is on the phone. 10:49. I came out here right away, fired up the heater, And see where it kicks up. Wrong way. It is about 50 degrees in here already, so I'll leave that shut off for a couple minutes. And then I brought the truck in right away because this thing was just absolutely covered in frost. I mean, you can still see it melting on the windshield and some of it back here. It's only about 7 degrees Fahrenheit here, so I didn't want to work out here in below freezing temperatures. So, God, it's been so long since I've used this Dell. It's doing updates and everything. I did get my internet fixed. I got it fixed on Friday, but I had my stepson up here all weekend, so I was just spending time with him. Didn't do anything major. Roommates are gone. They decided to spend the night over there, which can't blame them. She don't get to see her family very often. He's still meeting her family, so they're supposed to be back sometime today. My goal today is just try and get this thing to it'll start on its own and not rev up to high idle. I am going to issue a little bit of a challenge. The kickdown cable or detent cable, yeah, the second cable back here on mine is broke. It won't stay connected. It is an item that you can no longer get at the parts store, and the junkyards that I've called do not have any good ones. I mean, when they come, as soon as these trucks come in, either the motors get yanked and the wires and stuff get cut, or that's one of the first things to go. I am looking for one. Like I said, it's 92 F150 5.0. It's got the AOD transmission in it, and I need a kickdown cable. I don't care if it comes from a junkyard or if somebody else has access to a parts store where they can actually get it. Dealer wants, what was it, 75 bucks, and I just don't have that kind of money right now. I'd prefer used. If somebody can get me a detent or kickdown cable relatively cheap, let me know. I don't know if it's the tranny or if it's the rear end in this thing, like the brakes or something. Reverse, fine, no problems at all. Forward, it's almost like the brakes are dragging up until you get up to a little bit of speed, and the tranny's not shifting right. It's like the kickdown cable's not hooked up at all. I'm gonna have to crawl back underneath and double check that. But first gear, it doesn't shift out till 25 miles an hour. Third gear is roughly 40, and it won't shift up into overdrive till 55. And sometimes you actually have to get on her pretty good to get her to shift. And I don't like that. This is going to be used pretty much as a daily driver, so I got to get it figured out. Plus work truck and hauling stuff around. We do a lot of recycling here, and I have enough cardboard in the back in my house right now in my basement to fill out the back of this truck, which means I still got to pull out this old carpet and pull out my spare tires and probably find a place to put those. Garage, I got a lot more plastic. I'm going to leave back here open for ventilation. I think I might throw some more plastic up right up through there and kind of seal off just a couple more feet of that. Cardboard over there is gone and sealed up with plastic, and I left the blanket up there, but then I also put plastic up to seal that better. And I wasn't going to originally seal this, but I was losing a lot of heat up through here, so I did seal that up. But yeah, otherwise, not a whole lot going on. I'm not even going to try and reinstall that sensor one-handed. So if it works, there's going to be another video coming up here shortly, so I'm going to cut this off. We're already at almost 10 minutes, so if it works, I'll fire this thing back up. If not, I still might fire it up and ask for advice. So I'll talk to you guys all here after a bit.